Yo, welcome everyone once again to the We Are Gamers series. My name is your host, Champ Tone, aka Sykosys, a gamer with a passion for Jesus and gaming. And it is once again a true pleasure to grace your space this day. Today we have the pleasure of having another 1v1 interview with a great buddy that we've met online, someone that when I say his name, I want to use a sound, one of those DJ sound. I want to be like, because let me introduce to you today, DJ Research. Welcome, DJ.
What's up, dude? Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it. Bow, bow, bow. What's good?
Yo, because you're actually a legit DJ. Like I thought the name was cool, and then I saw you streaming on Twitch. I'm like, yo, this dude is actually really good with his mixes and stuff like that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's true. I'm guilty. I'm a DJ.
Lol. All right. So all right, if you could just please just share your first name and what are the usual online gamer names that you use when you play games online and your gamer tag and all that.
So my government name is Angelo.
Government.
Some people call me DJ Research.
Mm.
Professionally in the wedding DJ scene, they call me Angelo. But my gamer tag always has been like DJ Research or something of that variation. If it was taken, it would be like I'd throw in like a number or like mess up the spelling so it kind of sounds the same way, but it was always DJ Research.
Nice.
For pretty much my entire whenever I could have made my own username in gaming, that's what it was. So
Mm.
it's been a while.
Hmm. So why choose that name? What special meaning does that name have specifically for you to choose it?
I mean, it's pretty like a very personable name. So it's my name
Mm-hmm.
that I use when I DJ'd in the nightclubs, the bars,
Mm.
and it was just something that no one called me Angelo. They called me Search, or they called me Research, or they called me DJ. So
Oh.
it was just something that stuck with me, and I got the name from one of my boys like back then before I would buy something. And I'm always like, I need electronics, I need the latest, I need like, what's this new
Mm-hmm.
technology coming out. They used to be like, oh, what do you DJ Research, like what are you researching everything, like DJ
Oh, that's
Research.
hilarious, dude.
So that's
Really?
how I got it, and it stuck with me
Wow.
forever. So yeah, man, that's how I actually got the name.
Oh, that's interesting. So you've just stuck with it and have just ran with it since. I mean, it's a cool
That's
name.
Thanks.
I always wondered. I was like, yo, where does this come from? Because you stick with it on all the platforms that I know you on, and I'm like,
Yep.
yo, when I was thinking about tonight, I'm like, yes, I finally get to find out why DJ Research, because I know where the DJ comes from, but the research part, because it's kind of catchy too, because it flows. DJ Research, you know what I mean? I'm like, there's got to be a
Yep.
story behind that name.
Yep. That's
All right.
that's the story, man, and it's stuck with me ever
Mm.
since. And that's the origin story of DJ Research. People, drop the air horns.
Yo,
There we
that's
go. There we
that's
go.
awesome. That's so good, man. All right, so if you don't, this next question is always a tricky one because people, a seasoned folk from the olden days, our ages have multiple digits starting with like higher than four. So if you could
Oh,
just
okay, okay, okay.
if you could just please just share your age with us, and when did you actually start video gaming?
I am 36 years young, and
Mm,
I started gaming. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna say back when Nintendo came out. That was like
nice.
probably like like the Duck Hunt. You had that Donkey Kong. Those are like the two games that I played the most.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
didn't even own the console. I had to go to my grandma's house when she lived in Queens to
Mm,
play it
mhm,
because my
mhm.
uncle had it. So it was something that like,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to grandma's. Oh, we get to, what's about to happen here. We're gonna play some video games.
Yeah, right.
And I
That's
didn't even get my
interesting.
first console until I didn't get my first console probably until like Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's interesting. Wow. So you going to grandma's. So wait, did your grandma play or was it like one of your uncles or something that had the
It was one
system?
of my uncles who had the system.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and he actually had an Atari and Nintendo. So we
Woo.
used to like kind of go back and forth with
Nice.
with like the Space Invaders and stuff like that.
Yeah. I started on Atari actually. I
Okay.
started with Atari, so I know about the Atari. I have very fond memories of the Atari with a little pixel submarine going back and forth, saving divers and shooting sharks. It
Oh
was
my
a it
goodness.
was a game called Shark Attack. It was
Oh
no, was it
man.
No, Sequest. That was the name of it.
I didn't. I never actually played it. It was straight up
Mm,
like just Space Invaders was the game. It was just
yeah,
like button mash, just keep mashing that button. It existed back then too, the button mashing,
it did, and it was only one button. That was the crazy
There was
thing. It
only
was just
one
one
button.
button. There was no other button. It
I
was
know.
one button, and that was
That's
that was
it.
your action button.
And that's when I got my first taste of the video games.
Mm. Nice. So what was it about video games that drew you to play them? Like what was it that you saw it and you said, you tried it and you were like, "Oh, I like this." What was that thing that drew you to play video games?
I would say because it was more of like we're going to grandma's house. So it
Mm,
was like family was around,
mhm.
cousins were around,
Yeah.
uncles were around, my brother, my sister were around. It was something that we would play together.
Yeah.
And that stands for me going forward now. Like I don't really do too much solo gaming now. If I
Mhm.
play with people.
Yeah, yeah.
Even like PlayStation, things like that. When
Mm.
games came out, it was like, yo, I got the new NBA Street. We
Yeah, yeah.
playing? Like
Yeah.
it was always something like that. Like 2K, Madden. It was always like that's what drew me in, like being together with everyone and
Yeah, yeah,
being
yeah.
able to play and share those memories and having a good time.
Mm. Mm. Nice. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, we've actually spoke about that on this series with a bunch of people, and it's always usually you see someone else playing, and it's like, ooh, this looks fun, and I could play it with them at the same time. Yeah,
Exactly.
this looks like a really really good time. So you started telling us about your family, and just how was your family's reaction? When they noticed you actually really started video games. You said your first console was Super Nintendo.
Super
What's you said?
Nintendo, Super Mario, Super Nintendo.
Nice.
Yo, I did not stop trying to play that game. I got it for Christmas, I believe
Mm,
it was, from what I recall, and they were cool with it at first, and then I was thirsty for more. I
mm,
was like, yo, let me get the Nintendo, let me get the Super Nintendo, let me get the Super
yeah,
Nintendo, because I'm
yeah,
trying to. It came with Super Mario,
yep.
so that game was like, I'm trying to beat it, and I'm
Mm-hmm,
like,
mm-hmm,
I remember vaguely I'm at like one of my parents' friends' house Christmas Day,
yeah.
and I'm begging them like, yo, I need to go home so I could play some Super Mario. Me and my brother were like, when are we going home? We're young, we're like little
Yeah, yeah.
kids. When are we going home, Dad? It's Christmas Day. Like, what is all this? Like we want to go
Right,
play video games. Like, and
right,
then
right.
that's so at first it was cool, and then like the thirst kicked in after we got a taste of it, and
Mm.
but
So,
as we got older,
yeah.
it wasn't as like I would say it wasn't as much of as a problem, as it was when we were little because it was something new, it was something fresh, it was something exciting
Mm-hmm,
that we got to play together that we've never experienced really before except for the Nintendo. But now
mm-hmm.
we had it at our fingertips. We didn't have to go to Queens for that. So yeah, I
Mm.
mean, it wasn't as much as a problem as we got a little older, I'd say.
Oh, all right. Oh, so when you were younger though, you would just fiend out for it, especially
Fiending for it.
Super
Super
Mario. What
Metroid
was it?
came out.
Oh, Super Metroid. I
Yeah,
that is my
yeah,
favorite game. That's just so you
yeah.
know. Yeah, that was
Dude, I
bro.
had
Mm.
I can't even remember this game's Ghouls and Ghosts. I don't know if you ever heard of
Yes.
that one before.
Super
I
Ghouls and
played
Ghosts.
that.
Yes.
Yes, that
Yes.
one.
Yes.
That one was crazy because you only got like 2 lives, and then
Yep.
I always would die, and I would try to get the armor, and I got so far.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was
That
crazy too.
that game was just hard though. Like that
I
was
know
people
that
talk
it
about
was.
Dark Souls. It's like, have you played Ghouls and Ghosts? Have you played Ghouls and
Yeah,
Goblins? Like,
have you ever like that's the origination of the Dark
yeah,
Souls?
yo,
Like
for real. You want to play a hard game? Go past beat stage 1 and then come talk to me. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
If you're lucky, you'll beat stage one.
Yo,
That's facts.
word. Yo, word. All right. So You were talking about your family and stuff. So if you don't mind just giving us your, your background, what's your heritage and actual cultural background?
So we are Italian Americans here.
Mm.
We do the Sunday sauce with the gravy,
Oh, are you
all
kidding
that
me?
stuff. So that was like
Ooh.
at my house where we would have every Sunday was kind of like the sauce and the
Mm.
macaroni and the garlic
Oh,
bread and the
dude.
meatballs was brewing, chopped garlic,
Ah,
all that stuff.
yes, sir.
So that
Yes,
was
sir.
that was the Sunday
Mm.
sauce.
Mm. Oh,
And of course, we did some video games.
yeah. At grandma's house. Yo, so
Yes, that's true.
that's like the ultimate experience, man. You go play video games that you just want to do so bad. And then you got like probably the best food you've ever eaten in your life. Cause I've had that sauce that takes like 8-10 hours to make, that
Yes.
it is absolutely
Minimum.
like once you
Minimum 8 to
have,
10.
yeah, once you have that sauce. I mean, see, I'm Puerto Rican, so we go with the prego, the ragu, and
Mhm.
even I know that that canned stuff can't hold a candle to legit homemade Italian pasta sauce in any way
It's factual. It's
whatsoever. Oh
factual.
my goodness. Yeah. All right. So this
You
is
gotta
a
use the
pot.
San
Ooh,
Mangiano tomatoes, whatever they're called.
yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Listen.
sliced for that one. I didn't even say it right. San Marzano.
Oh, is that what it is? That's
The
hilarious.
people are gonna hate me for that one.
Law. And get
Sorry.
them with some mozzarella. You got to get the
Some mo-
mozzarella.
it's not mozzarella. It's mozzarella. All right.
Mozzarella.
Yes,
The
sir.
mozzarella. Yes, yeah. I have been corrected so many times, and I just tell them, I'm like, I'm not Italian. I'm Puerto Rican, man. It's mozzarella cheese. That's how I say it. Come on.
That's
Oh
sometimes to
man.
troll out when I'm out to order food and I'm trolling. I'm like, let me get some mozzarella sticks, please.
Oh my goodness. Does anybody correct you? Do they be like, what? What are you
I don't think any.
saying?
They probably say it too. So no,
That's
I actually
hilarious.
have never been corrected.
Oh, at the actual. I'm talking about like your family. They never look at you like,
Oh
really?
yeah,
Did you
yeah,
just
yeah. Of
did you
course, yeah,
just
yeah.
say
They'll
it like
correct
that?
me. Yeah, they'll correct me. And the Olive Garden is not real Italian.
Oh, dude. Yes. I have to agree with you on that one. Listen, I live so I'm out on Staten Island,
Okay.
and it's just all Italians here. There is no Olive Garden. There is no way an Olive Garden will last on this island with all the authentic Italian stores that are out here. But anyway, I'm
Mm.
sorry.
Yeah,
This is
are we getting off topic here
this
with the
is
good food and
and I'm starting to salivate a little, and you know this is a podcast about gaming, right? All right, so let's get back
gaming
to.
people. This is gaming people.
All right, so you told us your awesome culture and heritage. So, was there any really positive or negative impact that your culture has had on your particular gaming experience?
I don't think so, man. I would say well,
Mm-hmm.
when I mean I don't think so, I would say negative. No
Mm-hmm.
negative, but it was all positive
Mm-hmm.
because we would have, like those big family dinners, those
Mm-hmm.
big Thanksgiving, Christmas, the big family holidays, things like that.
Yeah.
Um, we would get everyone together and the kids would go play the games and the
Mm-hmm.
adults would be in the other room kind of, drinking and kind of
Mm.
doing their thing.
Right.
And
Right.
it was always like we're gaming, we're playing games, we're doing whatever game that
Yep.
every Christmas I was lucky enough to get a new video game.
Mm.
And that was the game that my cousins would come over and be like, yo, did you get a new game? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got a new game too. Like, no, let's try it.
Let's
What
do
game
it.
did you get? Like,
That's
let's do it,
awesome. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, is my cousin here yet? Like, whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
well, we
Mm-hmm.
waiting. We got to play these games.
Yeah.
That's how it was with the consoles and stuff until,
Mm.
PC gaming kind of took over.
Mm. So
So
the PC gaming kind of changes that up for you with that, or?
absolutely, man.
Mm.
Absolutely. I remember StarCraft really is what opened up my gaming on PC was the StarCraft.
Oh, really?
Like yeah, I got into StarCraft and regular Diablo. Those are like some of
The
the
original.
first
Wow.
games that I've ever played.
Good games, though.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if I know you're a Diablo fan, but I can't
I am.
remember if Diablo 1 was like an online thing, or
It
was it more of a
was. It
LAN
did.
connection?
It had both. It was one of the first
Okay.
games that started. That was because even StarCraft had that too. It had the
Yeah, yeah.
online. With yeah, both of them had that. It was actually both. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I had to dial up.
Right, right. The
I had to
dial up.
dial in, fam. You
And
know,
if someone picked up the phone, your connection was severed.
done. Kaput. So I used to play with my brother, and he had his Windows computer upstairs, and I was
Mm,
downstairs,
mm-hmm,
and we used to play together like all day
mm.
long. Diablo. We played all day long,
Oh,
all
so
day.
good, so good,
Yeah,
so
and
good.
that was like, and then I got into the I was playing the StarCraft and stuff like that too.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
PC gaming really changed
Mm,
my entire thing. Like
mm,
I don't even think
mm.
I play consoles anymore. No offense to the console players, but I'm
Wow.
straight PC
Yeah. I mean, I
with a
definitely,
controller.
I definitely feel you on that. No, it's kind of hard too because once you actually do go PC, that it's almost like I don't know. There's a different library on PC
Yeah,
than there was on console, and now the console games are coming out for PC too. So you
and their
literally,
crossplay.
oh, that is one of the greatest, in my opinion. One of the greatest advancements that's happened so far with
Yep,
gaming and stuff. All right, so let
I
let me
agree.
get let me get to this. Let me get to this next question. This dude talking with you is always cool. This is so good. All right, so this next question: Why do you still play video games now? Because you still play video games, yes? Because
I do still play. I'd say probably
mm,
the game that's like I'm really like into right now,
mm,
Destiny 2.
mm,
I've been
mm,
grinding that, playing with a couple of the fellas, and
mm,
I mean that's and like I mentioned, playing with the fellas. That's
mm-hmm.
what drew me back in. It's
Yeah, yeah.
I'll take my little hiatuses here and there just because work and life, but
Mm-hmm.
then I'm always coming back. I'm with the homies, man. I'm on Discord. We're
Word.
chilling with the homies. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking.
Mm-hmm.
We're cracking jokes. It's just we're gaming. We're having a good time, and I don't know. That's just something multiplayer, man. That's me.
Mm,
Multiplayer
and that's what just keeps you coming back because
keeps me coming back. I mean, and to be honest, it's the people.
mm.
I could be playing any game. You guys can be like, "Yo, let's try this new game out right now." I'll be like, "I don't know. I'll play whatever. I'm playing with the homies. We're having a good time. Like it's a
Yeah,
lot of fun. Like I'll try. I'm down." So it's the people that I would say that I surround myself with gaming that
nice,
make the
nice.
experience like up there and a good time.
No, absolutely, man. I mean, I've personally we played League of Legends. Even
Of
we had a
course.
we had a little stint in WoW for a little bit
Oh my God! Don't even
when
get me started on that.
Shadowlands came out, and it kind of, I mean, it was kind of disappointing after a while, but
Yeah,
it was cool. We were getting together almost every other night and just like grinding it out, and then it was like,
I know.
man, the story's kind of flopping on us.
Yeah, it flopped. But WoW took up a lot of my life, man. Like
Mm,
I was a hardcore. I would work,
mm-hmm,
wow,
mm,
go to bed.
mm-hmm,
Work, wow, go to
mm,
bed. And then my
mm,
brother caught on and he was like,
mm.
work, wow, go to bed. And then we were in the same guild. Everyone from work in the
Nice.
entire Best Buy where we worked played
Oh
WoW.
man, are you
So there were
serious?
like
Wow.
15 people that were playing WoW with us every single night in Ventrilo
But that
or
is it,
TeamSpeak.
and that's so good though when you have that, because
Yep.
you literally chilling with people and everybody's having a good time. It's literally like a huge party. You know what
It
I'm saying?
was we're all cracking jokes and
Yeah.
we're playing with like I'm young. I'm like 18, 19
Mm, mm.
playing WoW, maybe a little younger, and I'm playing
Mhm.
with the GM of the store who's like 35, 36 years old. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like and
that's
we're all
funny.
like, "Yo, you got
Yeah.
paid Friday? You guys tripping in to buy some gold?"
Lol.
Yeah. So
Are
we
you
used to
serious?
all
That's
chip
so
into the for
funny.
the gold pot, and
Too
then
funny.
he would get it from China, and then we would get the gold, and he would divvy it all
Lol.
out to all of the friends.
Hilarious, bro. That is absolutely hilarious. He was
Crazy,
like he
bro.
was like payday. All right, everybody got
Payday, who's
paid. Let's
chipping into gold,
Oh
bro?
man,
Crazy,
that is
crazy time.
crazy. That is crazy. Holy cow. All right. So So you've been playing games for a long time. You did mention the Atari, even though you said you didn't really play it, but you've been playing from Nintendo straight up.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your number one favorite video game of all time? And when I say number one favorite video game, I'm talking about that game for you that hits all the right buttons, that you could play it anytime, you can go back to it. It just for you, it's just the best game you've ever played. What game is that for you?
Oh my goodness, that's a crazy question because that should be like a top three. It should be like top three games. But damn, narrowing it down to one.
So narrow the
I
top
was
three, and then it try to narrow one from that top three.
oh okay. So I would say World of Warcraft because it took up
Mm.
half my life as number three. I'm going number three.
All right.
Number two, NBA Street
Mm.
because I have some crazy memories of playing NBA Street.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
All right.
And if you would like me to share, I'm happy to share them with you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That's actually the
number
next
one,
question, lol.
got you. Okay. So number one, and this is gonna be like, I don't think anyone's mentioned this yet.
Bro,
I'm gonna say
it's your
Age of
favorite.
Empire. I'm gonna say Age of Empires.
Ooh, Age of
All of
Empires.
all of
Yeah,
them. All of
really.
them.
So
Yes.
you were a big RTS dude because you did mention StarCraft. I didn't know that.
Yes.
You really love RTS games.
Age of Empires took up a lot of my life too. Like
Yeah, I
when
played a
my
lot
mom
of.
used to work, I played Age of Empires while my brother and sister, I don't know what they were doing, but I was
I
supposed to be
like
watching them,
I
and I
like
was
that
playing Age
game.
of Empires.
Yeah, yeah. I always
Oh,
used the Chinese because they would get bonus to their farms.
oh
I
my
I
goodness.
remember that was the race that I used, and you know me, I kind of like the whole Asian theme. So the
Yeah, I know.
farmers would wear the cool Chinese hat, and I was like,
Of
"Ooh,
course.
this is kind of cool."
I downloaded Xbox Game Pass the other day, and they had Age of
Mm,
Empires like 3 or 4 on
mm,
there. So I downloaded it and
nice,
I started doing the campaign like low
nice,
key.
nice, nice. Yo, that was a really, that was a good game. Like that's
It
definitely one
was
of
really good.
in my top 10. It has to be because that
Yeah.
game was the strategy was really good because and the resource collection aspect is what I really like because you had your fishing boats, you had
Yup.
you had to hunt meat, and then
You
you
had to
had to like
mine.
you had to mine, forage, cut down the
Yup.
trees. It
It
wasn't
was like real
just
life.
yeah,
For its time, it was like real life stuff.
it was that's what yeah, I really liked it too because it wasn't just like how Warcraft was, where you just mine gold, cut down trees. This
Yeah.
was, or Command and Conquer, where you had to like do resource things. This was you had to like do different stuff, and then you would see, your the historical aspect of your civilization increase and stuff like that.
Yup.
And what was it, part three that had the wonders, and you can actually
Yeah.
win a game if you built your wonder before the enemy, which was wild.
The price of the wonder was insane.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was it was
like it
ridiculous,
was up
but
there. Yeah, it was like absurd. Like you would have had to been playing the opponent for like more than an hour
yeah,
plus, like
yeah,
at
yeah,
least minimum.
yeah,
And the strat had to be crazy.
and you had to like you couldn't just zerg. You had to like get the right amount of archers to
Yeah, you
horsemen
had to
to
actually play. You had to
spearmen.
like legitimately like have a strategy and try to play the game. You
Yeah,
couldn't just
that was
like
a good.
StarCraft, you just build a bunch of miners and just start mining like crazy. This was like
Hmm,
it
hmm.
was a little bit different.
Right. Oh, way
But that
different.
was the
Way
game
different.
that hit. That was the game that hit, and
Hit it hit the
it was
buttons.
it was good. It was good. It was a damn
Nice.
good game.
Nice, nice. All right, so you already started talking about some gaming memories. Oh, my dogs are getting a little feisty. I think they're getting excited hearing about your gaming
Oh
memory.
yeah, they are very excited. I got you.
So what is your and so give us that one gaming memory that you can honestly say you will never forget.
So this is oh man, I got two I want to share, but let's stick with one for right now. But gaming memory. I just got my Xbox for Christmas. Christmas break, we all go back to school.
Mm.
You tell the homies, yo, I got an Xbox, da da da. We're on live. You tell them, then we play a little bit. I remember me and my homie Billy Rivera, I'll never forget. We were playing Halo, and there was a sword glitch in the game where you would like fly if you hit it right. Like when you were by the wall, you would hit it, and then you would fly into the other person and kill them with one shot.
Oh, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Bro, I cannot. We were destroying people, and we were shit talking like your mama this, your mama that, because it was all mama
Oh,
jokes back then. You know what
and
I'm saying? Like
they probably hated you because they were like, "Oh, look at this
they
guy using the glitch and this
they
and that."
hated us. They hated us,
Yo,
and they couldn't do anything about it.
that's
And
hilarious.
I was so loud. I was playing downstairs. I was so loud. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. My parents came downstairs,
Oh
and
no,
they yanked the cord out the wall because they
no.
told me like 10 times, stop screaming, stop screaming.
Oh
And
no.
I'm cussing. I'm happy. I had
Oh no.
it was just a genuine good time,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It was just so good. I felt like I was in the game, and you had your little one headset on
Yeah,
one ear and a
yeah.
microphone over your mouth, and you were just talking all that smack. And oh man, it was just a night where you just kept winning. You know,
Wow, wow.
that
And
was that was a damn good one.
you guys got so excited. Your
Oh
parents
yeah,
actually came down and were like, "Enough of you guys need to shut up. We're trying to sleep."
yeah. Yep. And
Oh
my buddy Billy was
oh, no.
I think it was Puerto Rican, if I'm pretty sure. So he would like
Oh
say
man.
crazy stuff in Spanish that
Oh
no
my
one would even
god.
understand, and he would just change the pitch of his voice, and oh my god. I'll never forget that stuff. That was crazy. He was like the class clown in my grade.
Oh, that's actually that's a great freaking memory. Holy cow. And you guys were playing
Yup.
all night. Oh my
Every
goodness.
night, all night long. And my parents just got like fed up with it, you know.
That was the last time. They were like,
That
"Yo,
was it. They
enough of
yanked the plug, and
enough
that
of
was it.
this."
That was it. And then I had to go to bed, and they were like, "You need to stop
Did they
because every night's crazy."
break it or they just pulled
Nah,
it?
they just pulled the plug.
Oh, okay. No, because one time it's funny you say that because I remember I had so this is back in the dial-up days. So my parents didn't want us going on the computer at certain times. So they would hide the phone cord so that we wouldn't plug. Listen, it's hilarious. So you know what we did? We used to have our rooms on the third floor of the
Yeah.
house, and the lines were on the first floor. So what we would do is no, I'm sorry, the lines were on the second floor. So we bought a 100-foot cord, a 100-foot phone cord, and we would hang it out the window and we would
Oh my
connect
goodness.
so they wouldn't know it because it was mad late. So one day my
Yeah.
pops is up and he sees the cord and he cuts it. He literally gets scissors
Mm.
cuts
Mm.
it. We were in a game. I think I was playing Warcraft 2 online. And I'm like,
Oh my
"Oh no,
god.
what
Great
happened to
game.
my connection?" And then I look. So I look and I see the cord hanging. I was like, "Why is the cord hanging like that?" I look out the window. And then all of a sudden I'm looking out the window. Then I go back in the room. My pops is standing in the doorway looking at me like, "Oh, what you
Oh.
looking for?" I'm like, "Oh, I heard a sound outside." You know, like I'm still trying to front like I didn't do anything wrong. And he just
Yo,
shows me the scissors. He's like,
that's
"Yeah,
great.
yeah, keep trying that." I was like, "Damn, he cut the cord, man. Oh, that
That's
sucks."
crazy.
But it didn't matter because we
Wow.
bought another cord a few days later and just kept doing
Well,
it anyway.
got him. Yeah, you can't outsmart the parents all the time, you know?
Oh man. Yeah, I tell my
That's
kids, I'm like,
hilarious.
"Listen,
We've done it.
yeah,
We've
really."
done it all. You gotta be smarter than that.
Oh, but that's so funny, man. That's a great memory. All right, this has been such a good time, and we're winding down. We're at our last question. So this one's a technical question I like throwing because it's interesting since some of us depending on the demographic that's been on the show. I mean, you've seen many consoles as you've grown up. You
Yep.
started with Super Nintendo and you've seen them change, and you've just seen technology evolve as it is, and you've also being a DJ has seen technology evolve in other aspects as well, which is interesting. So how do you really feel the evolution of technology has impacted your own gaming experience in a positive or negative way?
I would say definitely positive. The amount of technology that's literally at our fingertips, and I mean that by like your cell phones now. I remember back in the day, like
legit.
you know, you get home, right? You're maybe you're coming home from school on the bus, and then you want to go online to dial up, see who's online playing, right? You want to see who, like, is my boy online? Like, there was no texting. It was like you call someone on the phone, or you'd be like, before you leave school, like, yo, what time you going on? You going on tonight? What time you going to be on? And then you try to get on at that time.
Right.
Now we got apps to everything where you just touch the app and be like, oh, the homies are on right now. We look at Discord, everyone's in Discord, or you go on Steam, you click the Steam app and you see who's playing.
Yeah.
I mean, that alone, like, and you could send messages now from your phone, like that alone. I just like, that's just a memory that I had. I used to be like, I'm racing home, who's online, like to play some games right now. That's just something that kind of stood out for me technology wise. But it's only going to get crazier. It's going to get obviously more expensive and more innovative as we go. But I think PC gaming is going to be I think the victor of them all, because the price of PC and console, they're too, I don't know. The longevity is better with PC, in my personal opinion.
Isn't that crazy though? I was thinking about that the other day, because I was getting, even though the price of video cards got a little crazy for a little bit, and they still sort of are, but you can build a gaming PC that is as much as a console. I mean, technically these consoles are, for all intents and purposes, a PC. They have they are. They have
Facts.
a straight up Intel CPU. They have an NVIDIA GPU. You know what I mean? They have the RAM. It's just it's just an integrated circuit, right? With different, the operating system is either the PlayStation OS or the Xbox OS, which in reality is actually Windows. But
facts. And that's crazy, because my son's been bugging me for like a console, and he's 4. Dad, I want a gaming system. I'm like, yo, I'm looking at, all right, let me take a look, because it's been a while since I, like, I'm like 800 for an Xbox. What? 700 for PS, whatever they're up to now, 5. I'm like, yo, all right. I'm like, here's what we're about to do. I'm gonna buy a graphics card for $450, and I upgraded my graphics card, and now I have a brand new, like, gaming system that runs 130 frames a second right now. Like,
so crazy.
And now he plays games on my PC with the Xbox controller, and I got the Game Pass. I download the games and he plays. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm a PC all day for gaming, and Mac for DJing.
Yo,
yes, sir.
I was thinking about that all day. I was like, I got to do that. I got to do that
That's
for DJ
great.
Research, because
that's great. It's appreciated.
Yo, so DJ good. Research, that's awesome. Yeah, I really like those points that you touched on, and this, all your answers were just really great. I appreciate the time you've taken out, to just get this going. And
of course, brother. Thanks for having me, man. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you for being a part of this. These 1v1s, this is actually episode 19. Yes. This is episode 19, and
unpublished, people. Unpublished. Word. Follow the Spotify for the latest. There's the plug right there.
Word up. And yeah, it's just been such a good time. I'm glad you were able to spend this time with us. I appreciate this. I appreciate the time. So, we're at our time at the moment, with as we've had with so many of the other ones. We could just keep going and going and going and
for
going
days.
and going.
For days.
Yo, for real. Yo, DJ Research, thank you very much.
My pleasure, brother. Thank you.
And I just want to say, everyone who's listening, remember that you are awesome. Jesus loves you, and ganadora.